Now talk to me a little bit about Safaree. You were with Safaree how long? And this is Nicki Minaj's ex-boyfriend.
I met him like a long time. I've known him for 3 years maybe. And then he was in New York. I was in New York Fashion Week. We kind of kicked it for a while, and then it got, then we kind of got involved.
Yes, pursued. So, how was the relationship? Were you happy?
Can we not use the word relationship?
Okay.
I know that relationship defines like any relationship, friend, whatever, but I just don't like that word.
Okay, what term?
Any other term.
Involvement. Okay, so how was the involvement with Safaree? Were you happy?
It was good at first. I don't want to speak too much on the involvement itself, but It was good at first, and then it turned out to be the worst involvement that I've ever been involved in my life.
Right. Any particular reasons why?
The reason being that my name was very clear, very good, and amongst the life that I'm amongst the industry, amongst people, my peers, it was a good name. It had its flaws here and there, but it wasn't like it is now. I mean, I just believe that the interview I did with Alyi TV, it was during my involvement with Safaree. And I believe that everything that happened during that time of my life was just very negative.
Okay.
So the involvement was very negative.
Now, when Safaree and Nicki Minaj broke up, Nicki Minaj did an interview with Angie Martinez. Did you get a chance to watch that interview?
I watched a little bit of it. I didn't really watch the whole thing.
Okay, she was very emotional, and she was, discussing a little bit about the breakup and, just how much, she really cared about him, but they just didn't work out. At any time when you heard those things, did you say to yourself, maybe I shouldn't be dealing with him? Or
truth be told, if I would have seen that before I got involved, as a matter of fact, not even her interview. If I would have seen his Breakfast Club interview before I got involved, because I tend not to look, when I'm dealing with somebody in the industry, or if I'm dealing with somebody in general, I don't dig up everything that they've done. I don't go and look. I just take them for who they are, from what I'm seeing. I heard about the interview. I never looked at it because I don't like to do that. I like to take people for who they are in front of me, which got me to where I am now. Because if I would have seen the interview, I would have known what I was getting involved with, and I would have never got involved.
And you mentioned in the interview that Safaree writes Nicki Minaj's raps.
I did mention that. Yes, I did.
Did he confirm that with you? Did he tell you that?
He did tell me that.
Okay. Did he write for anybody else?
Not that I know of. I mean, he's stated here and there, but he's never said any names. So I don't even know if that's true. Who knows?
Do you know what his objective was? After
I have no idea, but what's really funny about Safaree is that he always tries to play the victim. He's trying to play the victim and play off of his entire career now, off of how bad Nicki hurt him or how bad she's treated him or whatever. And I kind of believed it in the beginning, but now he's trying to play victim off of what he's done to me. It's really crazy. And then he commented, I believe that he commented or he tweeted or something that he wrote for Nicki himself. He said it himself. And then a day later tweets that, no, I didn't write for Nicki. Well, so it's who are you?
But did you bring that up at any time?
No, because this was all stuff that I researched after we were not involved. It wasn't something that I was looking before.
What were some of the things that he was saying? Like, he gets out of this. I mean, if you thought your breakup was public with him, imagine the Nicki breakup and what he went through.
And I can understand because I kind of went. He treated me like the way he. This is what I think is so funny, because he treated me the way Nicki treated him. But I don't know if that's her treating him poorly or like just his mentality. Because like, if you were really the victim, then why are you victimizing somebody else the same way that your victimizer was victiming you?
Well, you're saying that he treated you the way he treated Nicki.
That she treated him.
That she treated. How do you know how she treated?
From what he said. But like, kissing Nas and videos and random things like that. Like, it's kind of respect
So
level.
that affected him. He wasn't happy with it.
I don't know. Like, it's just a really weird situation to me. Like, I just don't know how to take it. I don't know. I think that he is a very good actor. Like, I just don't know, like, if he was really felt anything about it anyway, because he said in an interview himself, the Breakfast Club interview, that I just wanted to be in the entertainment. So who's to say you weren't using her for her shine and whatever? You know what I'm saying? She was on a big platform, so not a lot of people would have a problem with being the hype man for someone on such a high platform.
Well, I'm gonna say this. As a female, if I were dating someone who just broke up with someone and they kept talking to me about that girl, I would be like, dude, like.
But he didn't keep talking. He didn't keep talking to me about it. It was something that he didn't really want to talk about. But just little things, like we had each other blocked on Instagram, and he was like, "That's so weird." Nicki and I had blocked each other, and like just little things like that.
Did you ever ask him, "Are you still in love with her?"
Yeah, I told him that. I kind of like diagnosed his love for her. I was
And
like,
what was his
still in love with her?
Oh, you told him, like, you're still in love with her.
Yeah, like he's like, no.
Did you ever tell him, like, maybe you should patch things up with her?
I didn't want that at the time, because at the time I was involved with him. Like, why would I want him to patch things up with his ex that's on like such a high level? But at the end of the day, I was like, because he put it in my head that she was such a monster.
Now, she is with Meek Mill, and you did an interview. I want to say like maybe 9 months ago, you did this interview with PNC Radio.
Yes.
And they asked you about a celebrity crush, and you said Meek Mill. You said Meek Mill is my celebrity crush.
Of course, I think this was a little bit longer than 9 months ago, though.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm a girl. I'm allowed to have crushes on whomever I want. I've been a fan of his music. I like his persona. I like him as a person. However, just because I had a crush on Meek, or like a celebrity crush on Meek Mill, like, why am I being like harassed about that? Like, I'm allowed to have a crush on whoever I want. Like, is it better for everybody if I just said I have a crush on Leonardo DiCaprio? Like, you know what I mean? Because he's unreachable, or because he's on the same industry? Like, I just don't understand what the whole thing is. Like, yeah, I said he's my celebrity crush from the braids to now.
Have you ever pursued him?
No, I have not.
Do you ever think about pursuing him?
No.
So if him and Nicki weren't together, you wouldn't reach out to him and say, hey, what's going on?
No.
Okay, what's your relationship with him? What's your dynamic? I mean, I know you know him.
No, we're just in the same industry. We're just cool. Everybody is just